Yo, 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 wake your asses up. It's HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. Yo, as you can see, somebody got 25 to life last Friday.
Did.
The judge sentenced Travis and Greg McMichael along with William Bryan, who all received life in prison. Two of them, the father and son, no parole. William Bryan, he can get parole after 25 years, man. Landmark decision to finally punish people for doing wrong.
Yeah.
Regardless of the color of their skin, they were in the wrong. They messed up. They ruined a whole family, took a person's life. They're gone. And I hope that same justice is applied to the off-duty cop that shot and killed a Fayetteville man Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Did you hear about that? You heard about that? What are your thoughts, Ash?
So I found it interesting because so prior to it actually being released, like in the news, somebody we know actually
sent me a copy.
Yeah, provided the real story. And then I saw how the news interpreted the story.
Yeah.
And I said it's interesting how they're trying to change the narrative to say that he jumped out on the car.
They always try to change the narrative, try to do anything they can to villainize them so that they can just justify the actions of the other.
But there's no, even if he jumped out on your car, what is the justification of getting out the car and shooting him?
There is none.
Right.
But see, that's the thing. I remember I was working on my jokes, right? And I started to realize something. The black man is still looked at as 3/5 of a person, even in today's society.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's actually a really good point. We think of it as, having only been something that was, slavery.
Yeah, 3/5 compromise. Yeah.
But yeah, like we're still less of a value on the life of a black, specifically a black man, but black people in general.
Exactly. And I was just like, what? I mean, because like, you know how like you just be having them high moments, you be smoking weed, like I was like, ooh.
I know nothing about that.
Oh, okay. Well, I do. So like, I was just laid back, chilling, enjoying my day off, and I was smoking a blunt, and I was like, wow, we're still 3/5 of a person.
Yeah. Like
that never changed. We're still looked at as less than when it comes to the eyes of society.
Well, you always hear the thing that says you have to work twice as hard to be half as good.
Yeah.
And I mean that applies just so often. I would hear my parents say it growing up, and then now to actually understand it, it's I can't make the same mistakes that somebody else has made. Like I've more than one occasion, but specifically an occasion with a job. There was a white male counterpart who did the same thing I did, and there was more punishment for me than there was him. Like it was like I literally asked the question. I was like, "How can he do it and I can't?" And they were like, "Oh," because there was no answer. But me as a black woman, it was looked upon as, "I can't believe she did this." They're whispering about me. He does it. It's just him. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this, man. It felt as heartbreaking as this whole incident was down in Fayetteville. I did love how the multitudes came out to protest, different ethnicities and all
said
sorts.
The truth.
Yeah.
It was funny. Even I was reading the news report. I think it was it WXI? I don't know. One of them. WRAL. Sorry. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Anyway, they were on the news. Their report that they released gave the official story, and then they interviewed somebody who said something different. I was like, so y'all, you realize that the person you interviewed counteracted what the story says, right?
Right. Well, Maggot Brain, Cedric Whitlock, he sent me the video. He was there.
Yeah.
He was on scene. And I'm going to tell you, I couldn't watch the whole video.
Yeah, I couldn't
It broke my heart to see that man lying lifeless in the street like that. You know what I mean?
And
not covered up.
There. They just left him there.
Like, I mean, literally left him there, and they were just going argue. Now, like, there were some that were over him. Like there was a couple of ladies that were like kneeled over, you know what I'm saying? But when they found out he ain't had no pulse, you know what I mean, there wasn't much they can do.
Yeah.
And then at that point, all the attention turned towards the off-duty officer. It was definitely an emotional video.
Yeah.
I can't watch it all the way through. Like I made about 1:12, and I was like, man, it's just like to know that dude right there is laying in the pool of his own blood, lifeless, just does something to your soul. If that ain't make you feel something, you were soulless.
Yeah, you have no feelings at all.
Yeah, so like my thoughts and prayers are out to the family of the young man that was killed. I think they said his name was let me pull it back up.
Yeah. I know he was 23.
37.
Or 37. Okay.
37. Okay. Jason Walker.
Jason, and he had. They said he had kids.
And
like that's the one thing I think about. I'm like, those are his kids. His kids don't have their father anymore because of that.
Yeah. And it's funny because we always talk about white privilege, and white people typically always equate that to some sort of status or some sort of financial wealth that they have. And that's not even what white privilege is. White privilege is being able to walk in the middle of the street, have a little accident with someone, and not get killed because of it. White privilege is being able to go jogging in your neighborhood and not have 3 people jump out of a truck and accuse you of doing some wrongdoing and then killing you. That's what white privilege is. It ain't got nothing to do with jobs or money. It is the privilege of being able to be considered an actual person in America versus a villainized cartoon figure, caricature of what you think we are. That's what white privilege is.
Yeah. Just not having to think about everyday things like, okay, I gotta, if I'm in the store, like if I'm in a store and I'm shopping, all my movements are deliberate. Like if I have to reach into my purse, I make sure that I take my hands out of my pocket, reach into so that they can see what I'm doing. Cause I've been followed around stores before and I'm like, really?
When I go to the store, I try to make it look like I'm stealing when I'm not.
I can see you doing that.
So when they try to accuse, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. I'm looking at stuff. I'm putting it back. But yeah, like I've had a few incidents where they thought I was stealing. One incident when I was stealing, but hey, that was another me. New year, new me. But yeah, like it is definitely a sad state that we're in right now because, like I said, Friday, justice was served for Ahmaud Arbery. Saturday, the saga continues with a whole new murder.
A whole new name.
Whole new cold-blooded murder.
The thing you hear people say, like, I don't want my name to be a hashtag, and it's just real.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. I want to just have a regular life and not worry about my name becoming a hashtag.
I don't want my name to be a hashtag. I don't want my face on the shirt. I don't want any of that. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a H.L. Boney comedy shirt, and I might.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
But other than that, nah, man. But like, it was just like, wow, like we just got justice on Friday.
Yeah, it was definitely.
And now we got to start all over on Saturday.
A punch in the chest.
And it really felt like a punch in the chest because when he sent me the video, I was thinking it was, something funny, something lighthearted. I go and I'm like, yo, nah, bruh.
Like, this is not right.
And the thing is, I feel it's not even about who actually did it. I felt for the brother laying in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, it's like, so I don't care if you're white, black, or whatever. If you're killing people, especially like unarmed people, you know what I'm saying, for some bull like that, there's a special place in hell waiting for you.
There is.
Hopefully. Or there's a special place in heaven waiting for you. Because, some religions believe that everybody goes to heaven, and for the good, it's, heaven. And for
heaven.
it's not even that, it's just one heaven. The good go to heaven, the bad go to heaven. For the wicked, heaven is torture. For the good, heaven is paradise. Because you think about it, like, if you go to heaven and you're trying to get some ass and you can't get no ass in heaven, it's going to be torture. If you're trying to smoke a blunt, but you can't get no blunt in heaven, you're trying to get a drink, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get a sip, but you can't get a sip in heaven.
Okay.
I mean, that's how some...
For some people, that would be considered their torture, though.
Yeah, it would be. Imagine being like someone who's just always trying to bust one, right? And you get up there and your joint don't work. It don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have one. You look down like, oh my God, this is hell.
You can't even pee.
You ain't gotta pee. That's the thing. You're in heaven now. You're not on earth. So a lot of things that you need on earth, that you want on earth, you won't need in heaven. So you won't even need a pee to take a pee. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to pee. So what would you need it for?
I guess no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you ain't think about that,
I didn't
did
think
you?
about you don't.
You ain't think about the fact you ain't getting no ass in heaven.
No, I mean, I actually never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, it never crossed my mind.
I'm just stating the obvious. You know, like you ain't getting no ass in heaven. You ain't smoking no blunt. You ain't getting nowhere. You can't smoke crack. Can you imagine being a crackhead?
You can't smoke.
Addicted to crack, and you can't smoke none for eternity.
I mean, but you would still have like the feeling, the craving. Would you just?
You have the yearning to smoke crack, but you won't not have no crack.
Okay.
There'll be cats over there laid out in the middle of the streets, like, man.
So I mean, but wouldn't that like negate the idea of it being like a peaceful place if you have to step over crackheads in front of your pearly gates or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it would negate it because I think that after a point you're just gonna fall into line. Like I believe free will exists only on earth. You don't have that free will in heaven, which basically means you're gonna have like angels telling you what to do all the time and moving you around and pushing you up and like, hey, get up, get back to work. Like, cause I remember at one point I thought, what if you die, you go to heaven, and all you do is you're like a slave in heaven. Like someone has to keep the streets of gold paved and shine and stuff, unless it's self-cleaning.
That would be like, that's heaven to me, a self-cleaning house. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Heaven. I ain't gonna lie. All I would, if I was in heaven, all I would need is a Pegasus.
A Pegasus.
A Pegasus. That's it. All I want.
What would you do with your Pegasus?
Fly. Me and my Pegasus be all over. We just roam the world. You know what I'm saying? And explore. But like, that's all I would want. Just give me my Pegasus. You know what I'm saying? Give me the clouds. We up there flying.
Okay, because the Pegasus does have wings.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I just want me a Pegasus, a black Pegasus.
Okay.
I'm gonna name him Juicy. And me and Juicy are gonna fly high. And hopefully they have weed in heaven.
I'll say literally.
Literally. And if they have weed in heaven, it'll be even better.
Okay. A black
me and
Pegasus
Juicy gonna
named
get
Juicy.
A black Pegasus name. I'm gonna get him with like a chain, a platinum chain that say Juicy on it.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, and a tattoo on his arm.
You know what's funny? Like I don't know why it's easy for me to picture that. I can't figure out why.
Well, because it's a very simple thought.
Yeah, but not, like I could see it. I could literally see myself like chilling on my balcony in heaven, and like just they go, oh, there goes HL.
Don't have nothing.
Juicy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna fly by your house and smack the cup out your hand.
What? Like, man, that was the perfect cup of coffee.
Go ahead, snap your fingers and make another one.
I will. I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I want, man. But right now, while I'm on Earth, all I want is justice. Justice for Jason. I'm gonna get that on T-shirt. Now that's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
But I'm not marketing and nothing like that. I'm not gonna make money off of someone's passing. But that would have been a good T-shirt.
Yeah.
Still would be a good T-shirt because you know what? We could just give the money to the family. You down? You want to make some Justice for Jason T-shirts?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. So also, man, we got to talk about the legendary Sidney Poitier dying shortly after we turned off the air. Yeah. We went off the air at 10. He was gone at like 11:43. And Sidney was that dude.
Yeah, again, you know, the legacy. Another person whose legacy just, I mean, you can say Sidney and you know who they're talking about. Just an amazing, you know, person, career, you know, the life he lived and the legacy that he left. I mean, it's, you know, 94 years is nothing to you know, to say is not a lot. You know, he lived.
If you live like, and me and Steve was talking about this. At my age is 70. I figured if you live to be 70 years old, unless you're like violently murdered, your death is not a tragedy. Right.
No, I understand. Yeah.
What would your number be?
I'm probably 75.
75. Yeah. 70 plus, I could see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you live to be 70 and you die, yo, you just died. Like you lived a great life. You lived a full life. I consider 70 a full life.
Yeah.
You know, and now it's time to move on. And you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you gone.
Yeah.
We understand. We're going to mourn you. We're going to miss you. But, however, you weren't cheated.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I think you definitely feel, I can say the people in your life definitely feel cheated. But,
Right.
like, you know, like, especially if you lived and you were doing, you know, something you loved, or even, you know, just you made some type of impact. You know, like, that's, for me, the thing that I hope for is that whatever I do, that I have some type of impact, that somebody can say, oh, Ashley, you know, I knew Ashley for this reason, or Ashley did this. You know,
Exactly.
That's
all I want.
Impact, some type of legacy, you know. Also, you know, not to mention Bob Saget passed away yesterday, too.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that next after we talked about Sidney a little bit.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Nah, it wasn't much I had to say. I was going to say that he did have the one tarnish in his legacy of, I think at the time, being a very prominent black actor marrying a white woman.
Yep.
And they shut it down.
Yeah.
And then I remember watching The Butler, which has become my new favorite movie. And his son, the Butler's son, was like, Sidney Poitier is just what a white man wants a black man to be, docile. You know, I was like, wow, I didn't even think of it like that. You know, that was a militant mind that he had, that he was speaking from, also from a place of pain. But at the same time, he really was what white people wanted black people to be. But at the same time, I think he was just an average person. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even about color at that point. He was from the Bahamas.
Yeah. I don't think he necessarily, like, he didn't plan to be. I mean, who really plans to be the influential person that they expect to be, you know, or that they end up being?
I don't either. But I would say that marrying a white woman back in the 60s was a little coonish.
It was, you know, everyone didn't agree with it.
Yeah,
so
because he was married to Juanita Hardy back in up until 65, and
so here's my
and that was a fine black woman, and then he married Joanna Shimkus in 76.
So do you feel? I guess my thought that I mean that goes into another conversation about, you know.
Well, no, go ahead. What's your question?
Do you feel like, I mean, we don't know, we can't never ask him, but do you feel like he did that to be like, I don't like black women, or do you feel like he met somebody who he cared about and wanted to marry?
Well, being that he was married to a black woman for 15 years before he married this one, and he was with her till the day he died, I would assume that he loved her. I would assume that it was just a pure love, but at the same time, I also feel that the black man, especially in the 60s and 70s, thought of white women as success, which basically means that he bought into the whole concept of white supremacy, where you think that, oh, white people are better, so this white woman's going to be better.
Right.
You know, like that's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I love my black woman. I ain't like, you ain't going to get me to get, like, maybe a Puerto Rican, but definitely
a person of color.
Definitely a person of color. And it's primarily because of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal to my people. People who struggle with me. Like, you know how they say, like, when you got your first car, whoever walk with me gonna ride with me?
Yeah.
It's the same type of concept when I look at a life mate. Whoever walked in the struggle with me is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. I wouldn't want someone who lived a life of privilege and then trying to get them to relate to the things that I'm going through.
Gotcha. I understand that. Yeah, I understand that completely.
But let's talk about Bob Saget, aka Daddy Tanner, aka one of the nastiest comics in show business.
Yeah.
I found out Bob Saget cursed on the Rodney Dangerfield 75 birthday special.
I think a lot of people were shocked to find out that he wasn't really Danny Tanner.
It blew my mind. He was such a great actor. What'd you say, Steve?
Yeah.
I was shocked, man, because Danny Tanner was a wholesome dude.
He was.
Like, good God, Danny Tanner. He was cleaning, always wanting to give somebody a hug, like, just this sweet guy. And then you turn on HBO late night, and Danny Tanner is talking about sucking a fart out of a woman's behind.
He's like, what?
Yeah.
Huh? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, it was too late. But all right, I got you. No more talking about sucking farts.
That's
But no, that's kind of topics he would go over, and I'm like, yo, this is the same dude that told Michelle, like, you know, not to. I forgot what I watched. I didn't watch.
He was and another one of America's dads. Like, you know,
What's up with America's Dad? America's Dads be messed up. I should be a TV dad.
America's dads aren't doing right.
America's Dads be tripping, especially in the 90s. You had Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You had Bob Saget. I mean, even down to Fred Sanford was dirt. You know what I mean? Like, TV dads were all right. They were funny. They were kind of.
But see, it's kind of our own fault because we forgot that these TV dads were actors and these are characters that they create. They're not real people. The real people are, you know,
perverts.
Yeah.
The real people are perverts. But yo, we got some gems for y'all today. I got some LL, some Eric B. We're going old school this morning.
Right.
Y'all keep it locked. Yo, and that was NWA, Express Yourself. Every time I hear that song, I just see the movie. Like the Straight Outta Compton movie. Mm-hmm. Like it's to the point that I done seen Straight Outta Compton so much that the people in the movie are what I imagine that's what hits my head when I think of NWA now. Like I don't see Ice. I see Ice Cube, but everybody else, I see the characters that played him in the movie. Like Eazy-E. Like it's been so long since Eazy-E died. When I think of Eazy-E, I think of Brandon Mitchell with a Jerry curl wig on.
Yeah, it's hard to picture the real Eazy-E.
Yeah, it's hard to picture the real Eazy-E now. It's like I see the Brandon Mitchell, or like I don't.
Gone a long time.
Whoa, Eazy-E? Yeah, man. It's been over 20 years, 27 years now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what's even more crazy.
What's that?
The Oakland Raiders are in the playoffs. Wild card weekend. We will be there against the Bengals.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't do anything besides represent my team and stay a loyal fan over every season. Like, you know, Paul, he jumped onto the Chiefs bandwagon.
He's fair weather.
He's fair weather. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not a fair weather fan. And I had nothing to keep me loyal to the Raiders because we won't win in nothing.
Nothing but your love for them.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing but the love for the gear. I just like the outfits I can put together with Raiders gear. You can be fly as hell with some Raiders gear now. I'm telling you that now. L Boogie, rep your team, son. And I'm gonna tell you the best part about it though. Us winning knocks out the Steelers out of the playoff picture.
So is it more about the removal of the Steelers or the win of the Raiders?
No, it's all about the win of the Raiders and the success of the Raiders. However, there is one person that I know of that is the two people that I know that are diehard Steelers fans that like to talk junk about my Raiders. My sister Andrea, ha ha sis, and Joe from Fayetteville. Ha ha Joe. We dancing this weekend. Oh, us winning put you into the playoffs. Oh, you're welcome then. You're welcome. Oh, if it would have been a tie, we would have knocked them out the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Us winning put them in the playoffs.
Kicking out the Steelers also.
Yeah.
Well, my team doesn't matter, so, you know. I mean,
who's your team?
We won, but it doesn't matter.
Who's your team?
The Lions.
Oh, yeah. Lions, yeah. Y'all down there with us. But hey, like I said, y'all will one day reign supreme. Like, cause you know we got to beat the Bengals. So if we beat the Bengals, we're in the playoffs. Right now, we still trying to get to the playoffs.
They're giving you a second chance.
Yeah, we got to get past the Bengals, and they beat us already this year.
So
the Bengals beat us, and then the Bengals beat the Chiefs. So you know how good you have to be to beat the Chiefs.
I mean, the
Chiefs are really good. The Chiefs are really good.
Yeah. I was actually we were watching the game on Saturday.
Joe, I know that, you know that, but she doesn't know that. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Listen, I know it. I just, you hold out hope. You hold out hope that maybe one day, when my dad used to hope that one day he would see the Lions reign. So,
y'all have a cool team name. I like the Detroit Lions. I always thought that was a cool name.
Yeah, we have a cool team name.
Which y'all kind of look like you ordered the Cowboys off of Wish. I think y'all should change your outfits up.
That's what you gonna do?
Huh?
That's what you gonna do this morning?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not hating on the team. I'm just saying that sometimes when you see a Detroit Lions game for a second, y'all look like the Cowboys out there.
We, we have every now and then we'll have a good game. The one thing that we are consistent about is that we
messing up quarterbacks.
We will take a good thing and make it bad.
Yeah, like Megatron and Barry Sanders and Matt Stafford, just to name a few.
Not Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford is a good quarterback. I mean, look at what he's doing with the Chargers right now.
So he just hated us. Is that what it was?
No. It was the fact that the Detroit Lions cannot give anyone an offensive line. Barry Sanders would have played more than 8 years if he would have had a solid offensive line. Calvin wouldn't have retired early if his quarterback would have had a solid offensive line. The problem is among so many NFL teams, they always go for star power. They go for people who can score touchdowns. However, they don't put any money into their offensive line, which basically means their quarterback doesn't have time. Your running backs don't have holes to run through or any lanes, and you basically get muffled. Like the best NFL teams always have the best offensive line. I have not seen a Super Bowl champion yet without a solid offensive line.
So do you feel like the coaching has issues that comes from coaching, or just comes from just not having?
It's a combination. It's a GM fault. It's a GM's fault. But to answer to reply to Joe's comment, lions are kings of the jungle, but lions live in the desert. Just saying. You don't see lions in the jungle. You see lions in the desert.
Well, yeah, that's where we are, the desert of winds.
Yeah. So
anyway, I don't talk about it anymore. It hurts my heart.
Your heart hurts?
It hurts my heart every year. The thing is, I guess we never really go in with expectation. We go in with hope, but no expectation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like we always think maybe this could be our year, but we also don't plan for it to be our year because it never is.
I know the feeling, yo. You got to understand that the Raiders have never won a Super Bowl as long as I was a fan of them.
Really?
They made it to a Super Bowl, but they lost to the Bucks. And then the year before that, we were trying to make it to the Super Bowl, and we lost to the Patriots in the AFC playoff game from the infamous Tuck rule.
So when was
the Raiders' last Super Bowl was 1983. The last Super Bowl victory was 1983.
Okay.
Rest in peace, John Madden. He was the coach then.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So very, very good day for us. But I mean, we've been making it to the playoffs, for the last few years now. So it's not this is our first Super Bowl victory.
But it just comes not unexpected, but kind of you were hanging. It was your last chance to kind of make that move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not our last chance. We just got to Vegas. I'm sorry, it was 1984. Okay. 81, 77, 81, 84 were our three Super Bowls. So we got 3 rings.
We have none anyway.
And I'm going to tell you, John Madden Dine might give us a Super Bowl win. 84 next mistake, my fault.
Orchestrating it?
Huh?
You think he's up there orchestrating it?
Yeah. Come on, 4 overtime victories in a row.
I mean, yeah. But it shows that they want it.
Oh, we definitely want it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm going to tell you, our biggest problem has always been our secondary. You can pass the ball on our heads, man. Like, all you got to do is just beat us in the air, and it's pretty much a dub.
So if you could play for any NFL team right now, who would you play for?
I can play for any NFL team that I want to play for. Raiders.
Okay.
Like, for me to be able to put on a Raiders helmet and not be going to school, that right there would mean the world to me.
Okay.
Yeah, because, before that, the only time I could put on the football helmet was before school, when I was going to school, so I didn't look the window.
What?
Like, the face mask was there.
That was the only thing that could stop you?
That was the only thing that could stop me from looking the window. Because I didn't have my motor skills to take the helmet off. Once they put that chin strap on, it was in.
And how long did this last?
From 3rd grade to 12th grade.
Wow. So not even. I was thinking it was kindergarten or 4th grade. When you knew better.
I was what you would call a window licking bastard.
What?
That's what I was.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I caught COVID before COVID became COVID. I caught it from licking the window.
You shouldn't tell people that.
I know I shouldn't tell people that, but why not? Why not let people know who I really am?
I mean, there's certain. Listen, be authentic, but there's just some things you could just leave out.
L Boogie wants to know why I'm not wearing my Raiders gear today. Sadly, I pissed off a woman and she poured bleach on all my Raiders gear.
Wow.
This was a few years ago and I never bought any since.
Okay. I
have a
like
Raiders
recent.
beanie, I think, in my closet somewhere, but my jerseys were destroyed, my hoodies were destroyed. I have one AC/DC, for Amari Cooper and David Carr hoodie. That one was kind of destroyed, and I think I might have a hoodie left, but it's too small now. I need to stop eating carbs.
So let me see. What did you do to warrant that behavior? Like, what happened? What's the story?
I didn't want to be with her anymore.
Oh.
And I told her that I just didn't want to be in a relationship with her anymore. And apparently that's worse than cheating. So she destroyed my property.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a...
Women do not handle rejection very well, in my personal experience.
Yeah, so that woman did not handle rejection very well.
Nope.
Is that the worst situation that's arisen from a breakup or?
Oh no, nowhere near that.
Oh no.
I remember when me and my ex-wife got divorced. She took my car.
Just took it.
Like all right. So the thing was, we refinanced my car into her name. So that we could build her credit up, right? We get divorced. She calls and reports my car stolen because the title and the was in her name.
Dang.
So then, when we got divorced and she drove off. Don't get me wrong, I had my Mustang at the time, so I was good. And but she gave my caddy to her little boyfriend. And this dude was riding around in my Cadillac. You know how hard it is to look at a dude riding around in your car?
That's got to be painful.
That was pretty painful. It wasn't like I was like, I see how it is, and that's pretty much part of the way that I've shaped my life now. Like, that's not gonna happen to me again.
So that actually helps me understand you a little bit better too.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Because I'm a fat black dude, I've experienced tons of heartache, but I didn't let that deter me from actually believing in human beings. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was a heartbreak. I was heartbroken. He said OJ had that problem. Yeah, he did. Ron Goldman was driving around in one of his Lexuses.
Yeah, that's gotta not feel good. But.
No, it didn't feel good at all. But at the same time, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is. Like for example, you deal with these women out here these days, man. They'll do anything they can to try to just take advantage of you. So
yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah,
and it's interesting to hear your perspective because I also feel that I feel the same thing about men too. Not all men, but I've experienced some situations where men think that saying a few nice things is going to open a door for them to ask me for something.
Yeah. Oh, man, people do that. It's not a man or woman thing. That's just an asshole thing. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't say asshole. That is a jerk thing.
A jerk thing.
That is a jerk thing. So don't feel bad. Don't feel slighted. You just met and encountered a jerk. That's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
And the thing is, there's just more jerks than decent people out there. Like you will meet 12 to 13 jerks for every one moderately decent person you meet.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't kiss a lot of frogs, but...
See, you kiss some frogs, all right. You're gonna end up with warts. Nah, but still. So let me ask you this: like you said that dudes be asking you for money like that.
Yeah.
And dudes be like, have you ever broke up with someone and they destroyed property or anything along those lines?
No, I have not. I've actually not had that experience. Because I'm also very careful about letting people into like my space. So they don't have the opportunity to touch my stuff. But yeah, I've never had anybody actually like destroy anything. I've had people like talk behind my back or try to like say things to my friends like Ashley did this, and they're like, no, she didn't, because they know me and they know my character. So there was an attempt at a character assassination which failed because like the people who they tried to say it to knew me.
Oh snap! We got a call coming in. Let's see who's calling. Oak 93.5, you're on the air. Do not curse. Hello?
What's up, y'all? Hey.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
This is Janine.
Hey, what up? What up, J
Hey,
Money?
good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Just taking the kids to school and listening to you guys.
Oh, word.
And,
Thank you.
yeah. But yeah, I wanted to call because my heart was heavy. I felt really bad. I said, I got to address this immediately. HL, I just want to apologize to you after hearing your tragic stories of love and heartbreak. I feel like Ashley. I feel like I understand you so much better now.
Right. Didn't it open a door? Like a door to
I
understanding?
understand why you're so angry and bitter and disgruntled.
Wow.
And I just wanted to call and say that I love you and I wanted to give you a virtual hug.
Okay, so wow, you just made me speechless. So I'm bitter. Yeah, I'm sick of this whole I'm bitter thing now. I am not bitter. I just had bad experiences that I learned from. I'm scarred. That's what it
He's
is.
a little
I
scarred.
think it's a combination. I think it's the heartbreak and the experiences, and then the licking the window and the germs. They have done something. I think it's just a combination.
Hey.
But it all makes sense to me. So I just want to say, you guys are having a great show. I'm enjoying listening, and HL, I understand you so much better now. And yeah, I apologize. I judged you wrongly.
Oh well, it's fine. Thank you. I guess. I don't know if
And let the record show women do apologize. You hear that, Ashley?
Yeah, I heard
women
it.
do
We
apologize.
We do.
Oh man, so Joe's gonna call me Bitterman right now. All right, you know what? We got some weather coming up. We got some music. Janine, love you. Thank you so much for calling. And make sure to listen to Janine's Brown Sugar radio show every Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
6 to 8.
6 to 8, my
Yeah.
bad.
No
6 to 8.
problem. All right, thank you. Y'all keep it up.
All right,
Thank
take
you,
care.
Lee.
Yo, and that was Man, I Miss My Dogs by Lil Wayne. That was my jam back in 2004.
Like that. I was over here just bopping. I was like, I like this song.
Yeah, it's the ride. It's that Man, I Miss My Dogs part when it hits that beat and it hits that drop. That joint be fire, man. Yo, so a man was arrested for calling in a bomb threat to the Doja Cat show in Indiana. He was basically like, "Don't let this mother make another song. I'll blow all this up.
Like, no, please, no more.
No more Doja Cat.
Please.
No more." He was like, "I love every last one of y'all, but I hate this Doja Cat."
This is where I feel old. Like, I can't keep up with all of these, artists. Doja Cat, Asian Doll, China Bear.
There's so many dolls, man.
Right?
There's Cash Doll.
Cash Doll, Asian Doll, China Doll.
Like, I can't understand why these letters at the beginning, like, what's YFN Lucci?
Right.
Or, like, it started with ASAP Rocky. Okay.
Right.
As soon as possible, Rocky. I get that.
Right.
But then it got to NBA Youngboy, but it's not National Basketball Association.
Right.
And then you got YFN Lucci, and then you got, like, YBN something. And I'm just like, what is up with these names,
Like,
man?
it's a lot. And I just, every time I hear somebody new or hear a new name, it just makes me like, you know what? I'm aging out. I'm aging out.
Oh, I realized I was too old for this ish when Doja Cat and them started coming out.
Yeah.
Like for me, the last batch of young cats, right? For me, was the Kendricks, the J. Coles, the Little Babies. That's it. Little Baby was the last new nigga I'm even thinking about, like, learning about.
But then there was all the littles. There's Little Baby, I don't even know.
Little stomach ache and
Little eyebrow piercing. I mean, like, there's just so much, and I'm like, I guess they're running out of ideas for names for creativity. Or,
yeah. I remember at the point where they started using, like, old mafia bosses for names. Like, you had, like, Elliot Ness, and, well, he wasn't a mafia. He was a police officer, actually. You gonna name yourself as a police officer? I didn't think y'all mess with 12 like that. But you had, like, Elliot Ness, and then you had, like, Daz Dillinger, and you had like, you know what I'm saying, all those Pacinos, and I'm like, you know they ain't like black people, right? You know, like they hated black people. So for you to, so then I was thinking maybe you know they hate black people and you're doing it to make a mockery of their name.
It could be that, or they just don't know history. Which could be a thing. But yeah, it's so much. It's so much.
But that dude that said he was gonna bomb a Doja Cat song, I was like, can you imagine being so terrible? A dude say he's gonna blow up the whole building if you can.
Right, if you perform.
if you sing one of them songs, cause like I'm sick of Doja Cat. Like I was driving Uber the other day, right? Doja Cat played like every time I pick somebody up.
Like a trigger.
I was like, I was triggered. I was really triggered.
Yeah.
I think that was the best way to put it. I was like, you know what? No more. I turned the radio off.
Just
I'm like, we're just gonna listen in silence. Just put your mask on back there.
Roll the window down a little bit.
It's a 3-minute drive. Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna miss nothing.
Yeah, Doja Cat.
I do like her.
Heart, like Her?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I do like her, but that's about it. These other cats, man, like Kodak Blacks and all that, man. And he came out before
the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like music is trash now, and then they're moving the Grammys over. They're trying to move the Grammys to L.A. To Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the whole COVID thing.
Okay.
They're trying to find a new spot to host the Grammys, and Las Vegas is like number one on their list. Hopefully, they have it at the Raiders Stadium.
That's what they. So the thing about Las Vegas is it's a compact city. Like it's so tight. So when you add, Las
Vegas got like 4 streets.
Yeah, when you add like another 30,000 people, like I was in Vegas in November. November.
You're always in Vegas. What's going on in Vegas, Joe?
I was in Vegas in November.
What'd you do in Vegas?
Just chill, really.
You chilled in Vegas?
Yeah.
You just sat back and relaxed in Vegas?
Yeah, I went to like, God, what did we do in Vegas? I went to the Grand Canyon, so.
Okay, that's all right. So you're definitely not a vacation partner for me because I'm getting into indignant stuff. If I go when last time I went to Vegas, man, we tore some stuff up, bro, and we weren't chilling. We got drunk and we tore up Vegas. I think we broke Vegas.
You broke Vegas?
We broke Vegas. Yeah. We was running around that bad, boy. We went to this one bar. I am not joking, right? We go into the bar. There's like an old dude at the end of the bar and like somebody playing pool, right? That's it. So I order these, me and my brother-in-law, we order these big Crown and Coke, like tube joints, right?
Yeah.
While they're making them, my brother-in-law goes to the bathroom. He comes back like, yo, you got to see this. I'm like, nigga, I'm not going to the bathroom with you. He was like, nah. He goes to the back, opens the door, and there's a full-on raging-ass party going on. You couldn't hear the music.
In the bathroom?
No, like there was another room. Like you go to the back towards the bathroom. There were 2 doors, right? There's the bathroom on the right, and on the left, I thought was the woman's room. But he opened it up, and I mean, like there was like, it was a huge room, packed full of people, and they're all just like American Pie, and just like, yeah, you know, they throwing bees and stuff, chicks pulling titties out. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's so there's always that side of Vegas, and then there's like the day the first day I got there was actually a Raiders game, so there were just
I want to go to a Raiders game in Vegas.
So many people there, and I was like, why are there so many people? So the game was going on, and the streets were just people were in the streets, and I'm just like, it made it like in 3 years ago, 4 years ago would have been fine, but just like so many people are just not COVID conscious, and just to have just those extra thousands of people in the whole thing, the street performers were out. I've never seen so many skinny Santa Clauses and chunky Elmos and just Michael Jacksons. There's so many Michael Jacksons. But it was, so the last time I went to Vegas though, we went to some club, and it was like that, where it was like 4 doors, and you got one ticket, and you could go in 4 doors, and there was 4 different like types of parties, and it was all in the same building. It was.
Did you party?
I partied. I did. I partied back then.
Can you dance?
Well, define dance.
Do you have rhythm?
I can move to the beat. Like I'm not like you're not gonna catch me on TikTok doing the whatever dances they do. Like I can do enough. Listen, I can do enough.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The first sellout of 2022 is no other than Meek Mill.
Oh, Lord, what did he do?
Meek Mill revealed on Twitter that he becomes suppressed when he smokes weed. That's some sellout-ish for me. I get a lot of things when I smoke weed. Depressed is not one of them.
What is
Meek
he
Mill
smoking,
said,
though?
he said, I smoke weed every day and get depressed. And as soon as I get high, I be happy as hell. Sober, it just helps me think deeper and more realistic. I don't understand. So what does that mean with depression?
Yeah,
but then, so he was doing an interview at the $1 Million Worth of Game interview podcast, and then he was talking about how he's getting depressed, like after smoking weed for a while, and now he's starting to realize that it's depression, not a high.
Yeah, it's like he sounds depressed. It doesn't sound like he's.
That's because his last album flopped. It ain't got nothing to do with the weed. Maybe you should spend more time in the lab getting your pen and your pad trying to get this damn label off. Quote Dr. Dre. But yeah, he's tripping. That's all I can say. Do you get? Well, you don't smoke weed, but to the people in the chat, to our faithful few, do y'all get depressed when you smoke weed?
When I smoke weed, I do not get depressed.
When you smoke weed?
Yeah.
So you're telling me you smoked weed before?
I smoked weed before.
And you didn't get depressed?
Not depressed. Like I get, in general, I get like super chill. Like I start whispering.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my friends said, I want to see you get high before you do a show. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. Because I know I'll get up there like, thanks guys for coming. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm your host, Ashley Preston. And that'd be weird.
Right. And me personally, I don't get depressed. I got depressed one time, but that's because I ran out of weed. Now, running out of weed can cause depression.
Yeah. No,
I will say that. I ran out, and my weed man was in Myrtle Beach.
I'm so sorry.
You know how lonely of a weekend you have when your weed man's in Myrtle Beach, and you just sitting at home having to be with your private thoughts.
Yourself.
Yeah.
You'd be like
hanging out with sober me is a bummer.
Really?
Yo, I'm talking about with me. Like me hanging out with sober me.
Oh, you hanging out with sober me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get depressed.
No, I mean,
Now, Quanda says she gets depressed, paranoid, angry. Weed is not for everybody. I'm starting to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
I get hungry too.
Hungry. That's probably the main issue that I have.
I bit a hole in a box one time. I was so hungry.
Wait.
It was a pizza box and there was a pepperoni on the bottom of it.
So you had to get it out.
I had to eat that pepperoni. I was starving.
I'm always like, I need something crunchy, like Cheetos or just like.
Oh.
I'm like, I need something crunchy, like some crackers. Yeah. I'm not gonna drink a kale smoothie after it.
I'm not drinking a kale smoothie if I'm not high. Like this, you have a better chance of getting me high and drinking a kale smoothie than anything else. I'm more agreeable when I'm stoned.
More agreeable.
Yeah, like I try things if I'm high.
Mm-hmm.
Sober me is not trying no kale smoothie. High me might try a kale smoothie.
What if they made it taste good though? Because I mean, you can make good. I mean, well, I guess that's subjective too. Because like I know, like what my taste tolerance level is.
Your what tolerance?
Like my taste tolerance. I know what I will say. Okay, I can tolerate this taste. You know, and kale is one of those things that I can tolerate. So some people love it. I don't necessarily love it, but I don't hate it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Like me personally, I hate all dark leafy green vegetables.
Really?
Yeah, like collards, kale, spinach, mustard greens, salad greens, turnip greens. I don't like greens.
Really? Okay.
Really? Boil them, fry them, bake them, do whatever you want to with them. Throw in 8 ham hocks. I'm not eating.
How many people have said to you, you just haven't had the right greens?
I heard that all my life. For 38 years straight, I've been hearing, you need to try my collards. And my same answer is, bitch, do they taste like collards?
Yeah, well, I mean,
because if they taste like collards, then I'm not going to eat them. Everybody has something they don't like. I don't understand why just because I don't like a particular thing, all of a sudden it's so, wow, I can't believe it. There are people who actually don't like apples, but we're not villainizing them. Well, there are people who don't like pumpkin, or there's people who, you know what I'm saying, they don't like certain foods. I like broccoli. Broccoli's not a dark leafy green. I don't mind broccoli.
I like broccoli.
But I just do not like greens. Never did. Never liked greens. Hate the taste of them. They make me almost gag when I bite them.
Okay.
Some people don't like chitlins. I eat chitlins before I eat collards.
I will not.
Chitlins taste better than collard greens.
Oh,
hands down.
Nope.
Yes, they do.
Disagree.
Yes, they do.
Disagree.
You can't. Yeah, right. Yeah.
We disagree.
All right. We're gonna do a taste test one day. We're gonna close your eyes. We're gonna put some collards in your mouth, and you're gonna chew. You like, okay, they do taste better.
So for me also with chitlins, I can't get past the texture either. Like it's the texture, the taste, the smell, all of it together. Like
the smell is strong.
Yeah, like just the thought of it just turns my stomach even now.
You ever walk into a house they cooking chitlins?
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, oh no. Like, matter of fact, I think I told you about the story about when my grandmother
messed up your bowl.
My bowl, yeah.
You really feeling some kind of way about this bowl.
I feel like I should be able to let it go. It happened when I was like 8.
Let it go, Ash.
It hurts. My grandmother's gone. Both my grandparents are gone. So
you're still holding on to this bowl.
It hurts. It's literally PTSD. Like I think about it. Like I remember standing there in the kitchen reaching for my bowl and feeling it be sticky. And I was like, what is this? And it just smelled like chitlins.
Okay.
I'm going to let it go.
Let it go.
It's been 35 years.
Bury it deep down inside and never bring it up again.
I'm going to talk to my therapist about it because
I'll tell you what, we'll make a deal with you, Ashley. I'll make a deal.
All right.
You let the bowl go and stop bringing up the bowl, and I'll stop bringing up these hoes.
All right.
Deal?
All right.
All right, yeah. I won't bring up none of my pain from past relationships. You stop bringing up the pain from your bowl.
No, I actually like hearing the pain from your past relationships because like I said, like Janine said, it helps us understand you better. You know, we want to know you as a person and understand why you think the way you do.
Why do I think? What is so interesting about the way that I think? I don't feel, or I don't believe that I think any differently than most men. What's so interesting about my thought process? Like, what do you get from it? Like, what is your vibe from that?
I'm just saying, like, you as a person, like.
Why do I think it?
Yeah, like I like to know, like, people who I am around or spend time with. I like to know who they are. Oh. You know, I like to know. So I'm interested to see how your past experiences have shaped you. Oh,
my past, man. Like I said, I used to be this sweet, loving, just full of life guy, and life and these hoes have beat all of that out of me, and this is the shell of a former existence. Yeah. This is the shell of a man I used to be. I used to love people. I used to like people. I used to love joy and stuff. Now, I see a kid riding a bike, and I'm like, I'll just kick that bike over. Anyway, I got some new addition for y'all this morning. Keep it locked. Yo, so if you didn't know by now, yes, I watched the New Edition story over the weekend. Man, I was trying to work, right? Trying to find something good to watch. So I went ahead and rewatched, because, like, I'm going to tell you, when they first announced, all right, so there was the man, I can't remember his name, but he came out with a fan video, right? Like, saying they should make a New Edition movie. And he filmed little spots. He made his own trailer, right? Mm-hmm. BET picked up that movie. I don't know if they gave him credit for writing it or whatever, but they picked up that movie and they made it. That was January of 19, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was 19. I don't think it was 20. And I was like, yo, this was a good miniseries, right? Mm-hmm. The first 2 parts was better than the last part. The last part really wasn't even necessary, but the first 2 parts, them joints was fire. So I was watching it, right? There's things that, you know, you don't pick up on. Like, for example, they was making this song, and homie was like, congratulations, you got a hit. He was like, another hit. I was like, damn, this boys did hit this one. Like, I love those scenes where they're in the studio.
Yeah.
Like any movie, any music biopic, there's always that headphone scene is what I call it. Yeah. They got the headphones on there and the mic. Like Selena, Temptations, everybody. Even down to What's Love Got to Do With It. Had that part where they're in the studio singing.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part of them. And that's how I imagine, like singers when I hear a song.
That's
like
always the turning point, you know, like when they get to that point, or it seems like they always have like some kind of conflict right before it, and they get in the studio and they're singing their hearts out right then.
Yeah. So so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some New Edition today, man. But I'm trying to keep my mind off of stuff because I don't know if you heard about this, but they found a Delta Omicron combo strain of COVID.
Man.
Like, and they're calling it Deltacron.
Deltacron. I was like, what?
The Deltacron
why is that
variant.
real? Well, last week they were talking about the Flurona too.
Yeah, the Flurona.
I was like, what is happening?
You
what?
got Deltacron, you got Flurona. They used to sound like Transformers out this bad
They
boy.
really do. They really do. I'm like, this is... And the thing is, it's not going to get any better because we won't stay home.
Yo, cats is out here like Ash Ketchum. Gotta catch them all. Yo, I'm serious, bro. It is crazy how people are just like still out here and about. No mask, no vaccine.
Yeah.
Just doing it.
Just, man, it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. I scrolled down and someone actually commented these will make great Transformers names. So I'm on the same boat as them. Yeah, so be careful because now there's another variant, and it's a combination of the last two variants. Like me and Joe was talking, Joe thinks they should stop making them, naming them after Greek letters and start naming them after strippers.
Well, what's it gonna be?
Like we need cinnamon. We need destiny. We need diamond. We need the diamond variant.
Diamond variant.
We need the diamond. We need the cinnamon variant. Yeah, that's what we need.
What's another stripper name?
There's a bunch of stripper names. Like you got Honey Glaze.
Honey Glaze.
You know what I'm saying? You got Tricks. You got Ronnie.
Ebony.
Oh man, can you imagine if the Delta variant was sliding down the pole right now? That would be hilarious.
I mean, I'm sure it's happening. Literally, somebody with the Delta variant is sliding down the pole right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're just out here.
So we didn't even talk about the effect it had on the stripping industry.
I wonder. Have you been to a strip club since coronavirus?
I'm not a big strip club person,
okay.
so I'm not like the one to go to about that. But I did just realize that it might have been interesting to see how strip clubs were. You know what I'm saying during peak COVID time.
Peak COVID, yeah. Were they in masks?
Were they giving lap dances? Did you have to put gloves on?
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Did you have to put on hand sanitizer to get a lap dance?
Yeah, get slathered. I mean, the cut finder, boy. You find out where you cut yourself. If I got to be slathered in hand sanitizer to give a lap dance.
Yeah. Like, and did they have to do it to the booty too? Like the parts that touched me. Like, was there like a person that put hand sanitizer on the booty, and then
or maybe
did it make the booty ashy?
Or maybe like a plastic shield. Yeah.
Like what was it like for strippers? I think strippers I think that's why OnlyFans took off the way it did, because they must have shut down a lot of strip clubs. Who tried to go to a strip club during COVID? Were the strip clubs closed? That's what I want to know. I need to know if any of the people in the chat went to strip clubs, were the strip clubs closed during COVID? And if they were open, what were the little changes that they made?
I'm pretty sure they were open because, if you go, what's it called? The one off of 440, the one you can see from 440?
Cabaret.
Yep.
It's
time.
All right, so we got the weather. Then, of course, we got our Jesus jams. Y'all keep it locked. Yo, and that was I Need a Blessing by Lathan Warwick. I like bars, yo. Never heard those before?
No, I haven't heard that before. I like it though.
Yeah, it was cool. I found it a little ironic that we talking about strippers and play gospel music, but hey,
we transitions.
Yeah, we're well-rounded. That's how I look at it.
Well-rounded, yes, exactly.
Yes. So, we was talking about Bob Saget passing. We also lost Rose, Betty White.
Betty White, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, we lost Sidney Poitier. And then we also lost dude that started the Parliament Funkadelic. He died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm trying to think. What was his name? Let me look for it. Calvin Simon. Dang. Yeah, Calvin Simon died. He was 79 years old.
Wow.
So at least people that are older are dying. It's not like, but then of course you got the killer wasp out there. They're still taking out the young ones.
As much as they can.
Yeah. These wasps ain't playing now.
For fear.
Yeah.
Air quote, fear.
Yeah, for fear. Like, I remember I was watching a stand-up. That was like Ben Simmons, I think his name was Brian Simmons. He was on the Netflix stand-up special, The Stand-Up.
Yeah.
And he has stated that it was like cops, before we become cops, they should find out exactly what they're scared of. Like you gotta go through like a haunted house with black people just doing everyday activities. Mm-hmm. And if you make it to the grill, the cookout in the back, if you make it to the grill, then you get your badge.
I like it.
Yeah. I was like, that would be a good idea. He says, that's why I call 911. I just got asked for firefighters. I just need the bravery.
Yeah. right. I saw that part.
It was like, I got the guns. You know what I'm saying? Because he said firefighters running the burning buildings all the time with nothing but an axe. And you never hear them getting started and cutting the brother's head off. Right. I was like, wow, he is right.
I was like, yeah.
You never hear of a brother getting hit in the head with an axe from a firefighter.
No, I haven't at all. That's a good move. So we call for emergency assistance.
But my question is, I think we need to build a bunker and put some people in it. Who would you put in your bunker to save them from themselves, save them from from dying? Like, who would you say? Like, because like right now we already got Bob Saget and Betty White, and it's only the 10th.
Yeah.
I think we need to put Bill Cosby in there.
I'll probably put Stevie Wonder in there.
Stevie Wonder's a good one.
Yeah, I put Stevie Wonder in there. Maybe
the dad from Good Times.
Oh yeah, James Avery.
Put James Avery in the bunker.
James Avery was Uncle Phil. Amos.
John Amos.
John Amos. Jesus, I don't even know. Yeah, John.
I won't let you get that. I also put JJ, Thelma, and Michael in there.
Put the whole cast in there.
Put the whole cast of Good Times in the bunker.
Yeah.
See here, everybody else pretty much is Lamont.
Marla Gibbs. We got to put her in there.
Put Marla Gibbs in the bunker.
Yeah, she's in there.
Definitely put Marla Gibbs in the bunker, and her husband that played on 227.
Yeah,
Hal Williams. Yeah, put him in there.
I put LeBron in there.
I ain't putting LeBron. LeBron died.
Yeah.
LeBron died. But you know what? Put Jim Brown in there.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go ahead and put...
and a pack of Beijing.
Ernest Thomas. That's a good one,
yeah,
T.
That's a good one.
Yeah, put Ernest Thomas in there, because Rerun's already dead.
Yeah.
Who else?
Oh, we put D in there.
Yeah. So, you know what? Just to be safe, we need to go ahead and put Martin Lawrence in there.
Yeah, put Martin in there.
Go ahead and put Martin in there.
He needs his space, though. Give him
yeah, because we already lost Tommy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We already lost Tommy. Let's go ahead and put the Cast of Living Single in there.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, gotta go ahead and put them in there, because they getting old, too.
Yeah.
I saw Regina King at the Golden Girls. I was like, oh, wow, she still look good, though.
Yeah, she does. She's... Man, I love that it's so crazy. She's been around for so long, but it's like she's finally coming into hers, and I just really like to see that.
I'm going to tell you like this. If as much as she's been in front of the camera, and I ain't going to lie, her work behind the camera is amazing.
Yeah.
She has directed some really epic episodes of some television shows, and I think she's done a couple of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't ever really talk about her, man, but like we should definitely give Regine or Tootie. What's her real name?
Kim Fields.
Kim Fields, yeah. Mm-hmm. Her sister is so fine.
Yeah.
Alexis.
I
had a thing for Alexis ever since she was on Sister Sister.
Did you? Oh,
man,
goodness.
When she was Diavion?
Yeah. I was like, how did they come up with that name?
I think it was because she had them D's.
Oh, God.
Because, boy, she was a busty female. I was like, look at them.
But you know what? Kim Fields used to be busty like that, too.
And then she had that breast reduction on Living Single.
She did.
Yeah, I liked her better when she had like I don't understand. I understand.
So
I'm not gonna say I don't understand,
you
but
don't have breasts.
I do have breasts.
Not our kind of breasts.
And I don't have backaches and none of that, but I have breasts.
Well, that's because but your height proportionate. It's it's your weight you carry. Like it's different when you have man boobs. And
yeah, because women love people love to see women boobs. Man boobs, nobody wants to see that. Cover up. We'll say that in a heartbeat to a dude with his titties out.
But yeah, it's a lot of going on years and years of carrying that weight, especially if they're really large. Like
how large is too large?
When it becomes uncomfortable. Like that's again a subjective thing. Somebody might be perfectly fine with having breasts that are just huge, and I'm not. Like, I'm good where I am. I don't need to go any
Let me
bigger.
talk about how pretty breasts are. I saw a picture on Facebook where they took a gorilla and they put breasts on the gorilla, right, and put them on like cleavage, right. And for a second, I was like, I would tear that gorilla up. Because of the titties. Don't tell anybody else. You can put breasts on anything and make them look better, except for dudes. Like, dudes, I'm like, ew. But like women, I've seen some busted women in the face. They put some cleavage up, and all of a sudden, they go from like a 3 to a 6.
And we appreciate that. Thank you for acknowledging the beauty of that feature.
Yeah,
However, it is
cleavage will make an ugly woman pretty as hell in a heartbeat.
It's not easy always. It's not always easy to carry that weight though. But that's and then it goes.
If you can carry a baby, you can carry a rack. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And you ain't even got to worry about the breast leaning on your bladder or anything like that.
How do you know that?
Huh?
Like,
so if your breast hitting your bladder, then you don't need to get a reduction. You need to get a lift.
Yeah. Well, see, and the crazy part, and you talk about the beauty and that idea of, I make a joke. I have one of my jokes about my chains hanging low, and I say that, but like, it also becomes a point of like being super self-conscious about it, because it's now they're not, high and lifted up and cute and perky, and I'm not, young and whatever, and there's a whole like thing that goes along with it. Like, they have to look a certain way or they have to be a certain way for it to be attractive. I feel like I don't want to say we're never satisfied, but I feel like there's always going to be something behind it that's going to make us feel insecure about it.
Women, y'all be messing up. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is what kills me about women. It seems like women have been so brainwashed that they do the exact opposite of what men like. For example, men like big boobs. Let me get a reduction. Men like long hair. Let me cut my hair. Let me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, let me add lashes. Dudes hate fake lashes. Let me put some lashes on. It's like the exact opposite of what guys are into.
So
y'all keep doing like.
What if we do it for ourselves?
Yeah,
though?
exactly. That's what y'all been doing. Everything's about y'all though.
Yeah.
Y'all do everything for yourselves, and the thing is like, y'all do it. But like I said, I think Friday, I think women have picked a really convenient time to all of a sudden no longer need a man. That's a hot take that I will say. I don't like women weren't so quick to say I don't need a man back when there was like bobcats and stuff like that out, and like houses needed to be built and civilization wasn't established like that. So like, but women didn't stop needing men till everything was done, till all the work was done. But women weren't talking that I don't need a man stuff back in the 1900s when everything was like still trying to be built.
Well, because part of the thing was women didn't have any rights or didn't have any.
Women have always had the same rights.
That is incorrect.
So you telling me that? Oh, well, I know they don't have the right to vote and they couldn't speak their mind. That man could beat their behinds and stuff like that. But at the same time, they didn't have to get in that relationship. They could have just lived with their dad. They could have ran away. They could have did a lot of things. It would have been harder.
Society, like that's the thing. Society was created. A patriarchal society was created. Like literally, men. Like I keep seeing it like a meme or whatever that goes around. It says, "Did you know that until like the 70s, a woman couldn't get a bank account by herself?" Without her husband's permission?
Did you know that if you're on a Carnival cruise and the ship starts going down, they say women and children first?
Because women can continue life. They
So can men.
No, if there are no women, there will be no procreation.
If there are no men, there will be no procreation.
There could be procreation.
How can you have procreation without a man?
Because you can store up sperm.
You can store up eggs.
Where are you gonna grow them?
In an incubator.
That hasn't been proven yet.
It has worked. It has been proven.
They've grown an entire human
in an incubator. Yes, they have.
Where?
Shit, 98 was the first time I remember seeing it.
No.
1998.
An entire human.
An entire human in an incubator. Simulated woman's womb. Yes, it's been done.
Where's the child now?
I don't know. I don't follow the kid, but I know he's alive. But that was 98, so he's like an adult now.
So there is an app. Okay.
Yeah, there is a simulation of a woman. I can find it right now. You can go to the what was it? The National something Healthcare Organization. Wait, simulated woman's womb?
I just Googled that and I don't get that.
Artificial wombs, yep.
Has a baby ever been grown
In an incubator.
in an incubator?
Yep.
That's such a. I feel Googling that is.
What, you think you're going to put on some sort of list?
No. It was such, the way I typed it was simple. So I know that the first test tube baby, what they call it,
That's what you call a test tube baby, is a baby born from an incubator.
No. A test tube baby is a baby where the egg and the sperm were united in like a petri dish or a test tube, but that implanted embryo was implanted into a uterus for growth and development.
Remember the movie Junior?
I remember the movie Junior.
All right, shortly after the movie Junior,
And that movie
they did make a simulated womb. But what I'm saying is like you need women, and besides, if everybody in the world wasn't on that boat, like if a Carnival ship, it's not like it's holding every passenger in the world. But the thing is, like, there are certain things that men have to do. Like, for example, sit back on the sinking ship while the women and children go.
I mean, that's about chivalry, but that goes
chivalry.
Back, hold on.
I find chivalry to be kind of a slap in the face to women's rights.
But that goes back. Like, there's always going to be two sides to the coin. Like the whole idea of, we needed men to kill bobcats and things like that. That's true, because men are generally the stronger of.
No, we're not.
Men are generally the stronger of the, like, as far as physical strength is concerned.
Not since 2020. Not since the Me Too movement started. Women are just as powerful as men. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about physical strength. Like, you and I are not physical strength equals. But there is a woman that's just as strong as I am. God, there's an example for everything. There's no blanket statement that can be made. Every woman is not. Every man is not stronger than every woman. Nope. So no, yes, there will be a woman who might be stronger than you, but in general, I saw him on TikTok. She was doing squats and everything. I was like, dang. But it's the same, like you said. There's always something, or there's always somebody who's going to be the outlier or whatever. But the whole idea of women having rights or being able to do things on their own, I don't mind that. Are not needing men. Like, here's the thing. Women may not. I just said it's mighty convenient that y'all don't need men now. Who said we don't need men? Women say that all the time. I don't need no man. I hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. That's fine. Again, it's hard for me to understand that, because I'm not a person who's yes, okay, if I made a statement, I don't need a man to do anything. Like, I am self-sufficient. I just wish women would have said they need men back in like the 1400s. And then what would life be now? What would life be like today? Oh, we would have died off. Yeah, we would all be dead. Yeah, I'm just saying, I just like that's one of the things that I was thinking about when I was smoking weed watching New Edition. I was like, wow, it is ironic how women waited till everything got built up perfectly and everything set up, and now you got, grocery stores and DoorDash and all these things for women to be like, yeah, you know what? Forget men now. It's like y'all use us to build up a paradise. Like, I like, and now y'all are kicking us out to the side. I like that you feel like men were the reason that all that stuff existed. Nah, they're not the reason it existed. They're just the people who built it. Really? So just men came up with these ideas? Nah. Men put the shovel in the dirt. So no women. Men put the hammer. So no women built anything. Ashley. So you're telling me that these buildings and all of this stuff was built by women? These cars, everything that we're using now, the clock that's on the wall, like all the way down. I'm just saying, you really telling me right now that the skyline behind you was built by women? What I'm saying is that there's contributions from both sides. You can't sit there and say this is all men. I'm not saying it's all men, but we do the actual real work. Women, y'all do theory maybe. Okay. But that Marriott that was built behind you, I guarantee it was built by men. Who said there were? So there were no women on the construction site. There might have been a woman, but she won't doing the equal work. She couldn't even, because she probably couldn't lift it. But you just said that women are just as strong as men. So I was being sarcastic. Exactly. So it's like, are you being? When are you gonna be serious or sarcastic? Like, you can't. I can be both. I'm not defined by one trait. You know what? Anyway, I'm gonna do some shout outs because. Go ahead, do your shout outs because and please tell me what they built while you tell me what women built. Women came up with fruit smelling Joe.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Really? All right,
Exactly.
Joe.
Men build houses, women build homes. That's how it was.
So anyway, shout out to Tehran, Sweet Keisha, Nicole, Al, EJ, Kofi, Joe from Fayetteville. I'm not saying hi to you.
Yes, you are.
Nope.
Yo, what up, Joe, man? I hope everything's going with you. Have a blessed day today, brother.
No, Joe. I hope you.
You hope what?
I hope
you wishing well. You wishing ill on one of my fans.
No, I hope your car is covered with leaves. What's up to El Boogie?
El Boogie.
Majira, Strawberry, the Red Fox, Smoke Silent. Yeah, it is. Smoke Silent and Quana checked in. So
hey, what
thank
up,
you,
y'all?
for checking in.
Appreciate y'all for listening in this morning. Yo, but what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we was talking about these women. Now I'm just saying though, like when it boils down to it though, really, what have women contributed to society? I'm just curious. Let me know. School me right now. What has women contributed to society without mentioning babies?
I mean, I don't want.
I mean, there are a lot.
That's what.
Like we can go to Madame Curie. We can go. I mean, we can go to a lot of things that women have done. I'm just asking you, what do you know off of your head? What has women contributed to society? Because I mean, I could probably go for days.
I mean,
off of just that. Because like I said, I respect women.
I guess
I don't respect y'all's mindset on on certain things. I don't respect.
I guess I just look at like people in my life that I know who are, you know, influential or have, you know, doing good work, you know, whether
That's not
they're
an answer. What has name some? I mean, you don't have to go through that whole rambling thing. What name something that women have, you know, created that contributes to society? It's a very simple question.
That's a good question. That is something that I would like to research and come back with a solid
Why haven't
answer.
you researched that shit? I mean, as a woman.
Why haven't I? Because I never had anybody like you question me like that.
Nah, but I mean, you should have did that for your personal edification. Like as a black man, I could rattle off the top of my head a bunch of black people's inventions.
But that's
or things that black men have done to contribute to society. I would assume that as a woman, you would have researched things that women have contributed to society.
Well, that is an assumption that's incorrect. I haven't necessarily researched that, but I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that doesn't make me any better or worse than you. It just means that that's not something that I have actively researched before, but it's something that I can do. And yes, the hot comb.
No, we're not even talking about that. All right, so I'm ashamed that you did not mention Katherine Johnson. Katherine Johnson was the woman
from NASA.
Yeah.
Like I'm familiar with but like.
Oh wow! She do not say anything about Vice President El Boogie because she ain't did nothing in the past year.
Just
1 year, and all she did was hide. I haven't even seen a banner yet that said Kamala Harris Vice President around anything. You know what I'm saying? So that was not a good one.
I would, and only because I don't like this, but you know, I feel very like on the spot, and I would rather like
take some time and think
I'd
about
rather
it.
think about what I want to say and be thoughtful and make sure that I'm presenting good information.
Think about it and hit me in the head with your facts next time you come through to the show.
I sure will.
Because there's a lot of things that women have contributed to society, and it's almost appalling that you just can't think of nothing off the top of your head. I'm joking, Ashley. I'm joking.
I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
I had other things on my mind this week. I'm sorry.
I'm just playing with you. I'm not gonna. But still, do better for your peoples. You gotta represent your peoples better, Ash.
Okay.
We love you though. Well, anyway, got some more jams for y'all, so y'all keep it locked. I gotta bring Bobby into it. I didn't play any Bobby Brown before, so gotta play some Bobby Brown for New Edition Day. I also got some Mint Condition, some Tony Braxton, some Tony, even some MJ. So y'all keep it locked. Yo, it's about that time for us to go, man.
Yeah.
Anything you gotta say to the peeps, Ash?
Just once again, thanks for tuning in. I do. Let's see. Thursday, January 13th, I'll be at Linda's Bar and Grill, the Laugh Lounge, 8:30 p.m. in Chapel Hill. So
okay, that's what's up.
Come see me, tell some jokes. Other than that, y'all just have a good week. Have a good day. Thanks for having me again.
You know, I'll say be petty.
Be petty.
Yo, but I'm gonna tell you this. I did see this. China just made a sun, their own artificial sun that gets hotter than the real sun by 5 times hotter than the real sun.
Why?
And it burns for 17 minutes. Why? Well, because think about this. Nuclear weapons have been banned by the UN, like officially banned. No one can have nuclear weapons, not even America, right? But a hot sun, can you imagine them dropping that on America or on the country?
Yeah.
Like, if you're that close to the sun, like, if you drop something that can get as hot as the sun in the middle of a country,
that's they're obliterated.
it's almost as bad as the mother of all bombs.
That is.
So y'all keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? To watch your enemies. Well, they ain't an enemy yet, but if they ever do become an enemy, we're screwed. Because all I gotta do is just launch the sun over here. Anyway, take that positivity with you today. Be good.
Be petty.
Be petty. We're leaving being the bigger person in 2021. F them. That's all I got to say. Anyway, love each and every one of y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be petty, and we out.